before I play this video, I just want to say, ayo, pause. Like, look at this thumbnail, right? This person is shirtless giving out career advice. You know how much harm that can bring to a potential college student that's trying to get into like a FANG or a tech company? You know, they're probably watching this in their library and then they're playing this video. People are going to give them weird looks because they see a shirtless person in the video screen, right? Check it out. I'm a security engineer by trade, and we're going to do a little commentary, reaction, breakdown to 3 different TikToks related to software development, software engineering, and tech. Let's go. So it looks like we got another TikTok video to bring up that's related to computer science, most particularly trying to get into FANG. He's giving career advice on FANG. But before I play this video, I just want to say, ayo, pause. Like, look at this thumbnail, right? This person is shirtless giving out career advice. You know how much harm that can bring to a potential college student that's trying to get into like a FANG or a tech company? You know, they're probably watching this in their library and then they're playing this video. People are going to give them weird looks because they see a shirtless person in the video screen, right? You know, they're looking at their phone and their TikToks. They're trying to look at it for genuine advice. They're looking for genuine work. They're looking for a genuine type of information. I'm seeing a shirtless person as a college student is going to give the wrong type of message, right? So, you know, I think this is a little bit of a clickbait if you ask me. Some of the things that you send to people that maybe you don't want them to see, but you want them to see just to get the reaction. Let's go play the TikTok.
Resume that got me an interview at Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook, and eventually a job at Facebook. And no.
Yo, while we get a close-up of this person, man, like I understand you are shirtless, you're in the corner, that's cool, but now you're in like in the half of the screen. Come on, man. We want more advice given, not shirtless individual. Come on, man.
I didn't have a referral. Some key things to point out here. Number one, there's no GPA on this resume, and that's because I had a 2.7.
Yeah, it's true. That's actually legitimate advice, right? If your GPA is a bit trashy, maybe you shouldn't put on your resume. You got to highlight things that make you look good and not highlight things that make you look a bit subpar.
Keep it off there if you don't have a really good GPA. It doesn't matter as much as you think it does, or it might not matter at all. 2, industry experience, software engineering intern. Having internships in the field.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about this individual is he put this education on top and work experience second. That's generally the advice they give to people who ain't really got real full-time work experience. If they're experienced to the extent as internship, they're going to put their university or college on top. So that's one thing I'm not sure if it's this thing they do is right. It's generally that they give as a tip to people if they go to a career office and someone's doing a resume review. That's a common thing that they're going to say out of the bat.
You want to do like software engineering will tell people that you know what you're doing, kind of. I already know people in the comments who'd be like, oh, how do you get an internship if you can't get industry experience, blah, blah, blah. And that brings me to number 3, personal projects. Literally just make anything. It doesn't matter. You can make an app that sells dead babies or whatever.
Whoa. It's a pause right there.
Go to a hackathon and work on something. It doesn't matter. They just want to know that you can do things on your own and you have worked on computer science projects. Then you put those projects on your resume, and then that'll help you get your internships, and that'll hopefully convert to a full-time offer. See you. So this is the resume that got.
Cool. All right, now let's go to the next TikTok. Anyways, words of advice is, hey, you got to give a disclaimer, maybe a NSFW tag before people click on the videos, because I don't think people are expecting a shirtless individual to give out tech advice. Next TikTok. So this looks like a day in the life of a software engineer at Meta/Facebook. Let's go.
Engineer at Meta, Office Edition. I barely caught my 8:30 bus.
Man, she's taking the bus. You know, that kind of reminds me of a Criss Cross song where it goes, I missed the bus. I missed the bus. Man, that sucks for her. You know, people say that FANG engineers supposedly are balling, but, you know, if I'm balling, I'm never coming in a bus. I'm coming in a Lambo. I'm coming in a Rolls Royce. I really want to flexify people to know that I am who I am, right? Not just because of someone from my title, but because of the things that I can earn from my title. So, you know, the fact that she's taking the bus, you know, I feel bad. You know, that's some plebeian type activity. If you're going to be a baller, act like a baller. Ballers don't ride on buses.
That made it just in time for breakfast. I had some egg whites and...
Hey, man, why she's eating egg whites, right? Like, she doesn't look like somebody who needs to eat egg whites Man, just eat the entire thing. Yolks are good for you. A little bit of cholesterol to never hurt anyone, right? They only say that cholesterol is bad for you if you like have too much cholesterol, but a little bit, ain't nothing wrong. The only person I know who is on the egg white tip, pause, is DJ Khaled because he's trying to lose weight, so he's gonna try to have more egg whites. But come on, have the full nutrition and take advantage of it. That's all I'm saying.
Ended off with a healthy serving of tater tots. Then I made it to my desk.
Yo, she got a black shirt on. This is advice to the fellas out there in the game. If you're out there going to a house party, you're trying to go out at night, always invest in the black shirt. It's a must, right? You can never go wrong with a black shirt for fellas. And that's all I'm saying.
Unpacked and realized I couldn't work without coffee. Here's me pretending to know how to properly use it.
Oh man, they got their own espresso machines that they got to be able to do it themselves. That's not real tech stuff. If I were a real tech company, I would have baristas on staff. You whip the coffee they want, they're gonna whip the way you want. No hands involved. Let someone else do the work. See, look at all this manual process, right? She might as well work at Starbucks by the time that she every day has to do the entire process of making her own espresso.
Espresso machine. Fit check. Just kidding, I just wanted to show off my Air Maxes. I went back to my desk to work and also look at the menu for lunch. Then I hopped onto a call with my work bestie and
Doesn't seem work related.
discussed important plans like my PTO.
PTO?
I had a great lunch with a PM that I finally met in real life after I bought a matcha latte.
Yo, if she's trying to really check her health, right? Okay, she was eating egg whites. Why is she trying to get like a fully laced sugary drink, right? You're trading one problem for the other, right? I know she's trying to avoid cholesterol, but you drink enough of these, you might get diabetes, So, is she really trying to watch for her health, or is it trying to be more selective in eating things that are in trend? I guarantee you, drink enough of these sugary drinks, you're going to get something bad. Facts.
Even though we had free drinks in the office, I worked a bit more and took a much needed break in the micro kitchen. I spent
Micro kitchen. Okay.
time finding the comfiest meeting room for my last meeting to discuss our team's offsite.
I don't think she was in the real meeting, at least in this video film shot. She's just trying to replay the scene, right? It's probably just only her in that particular meeting room.
It's finally early Friday afternoon, so I headed down to San Mateo on a Caltrain to meet my team.
That's what I'm saying, FANG engineers claim they're baller, yet they got to take the train. I don't take trains if I were a FANG engineer, right? If I'm a FANG software engineer, I'm going to start driving Lambos.
For dinner, and that's a
Get your own chauffeur. That type of energy.
Hope you enjoyed.
Next, TikTok. This looks like a confessional. At least the camera angle indicates it might be a confessional.
Everyone on TikTok's always talking about how amazing it is to be an engineer and how awesome it is to work
Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist.
in big tech, but I'm here to give you the real downsides.
The real.
Number one is that you just make too much money. I mean, a lot of a good
Seems like a good problem to have. Making too much money.
thing can be a bad thing. It just gets to a point where your pockets are heavy because your wallet's so big.
Hey man, if you're making a lot of money nowadays, you're not really going to have big pockets because people are not really using cash to buy things, right? Technically, your bank account will be big, right? But you're going to use your credit card or maybe even your phone to buy things. So I don't think people are really in the state of mind to have lots of cash on hand, unless if you were like me last week, I had to have a lot of cash in my wallets to have big pockets because I was at an establishment at nighttime where I was mandated to throw cash at certain individuals, single digits, right, dollar bills around, and I had to do it even though the weather was nice at nighttime. I had to make it rain.
You have so much more money coming in than you know what to do with, so you just start throwing it at stocks and buying stupid NFTs.
Yeah, you start sleeping in bed where like you just you want to sleep in a bed of money, right? Like a pool of money. I get it.
Just way more than anyone would need.
Too much, right?
The second is that it just strains your friendships. I mean, your non-tech friends
I think Drake once said, "No new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends."
are going to be talking about having bad job security, being underpaid, and struggling and working.
You know what they say, right? Once you start reaching a level of money, people start to change around you if they're not with you in the same hustle, right? Sometimes the people that you came up with are not the ones that are going to take you to the next level. So I kind of get what she's saying. I feel this video's got more satirical vibes, but every joke has a little bit of truth.
All the time, and you just won't be able to relate. So it makes it hard to continue those friendships.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if it's a joke, but it's a confessional. It's hard to relate when you're at this level and everyone else, even the friends that you grew up with, they ain't the same.
And number three is that you just have way too much free time. Like when you only work 20 or 30 hours a week, what are you going to do with the rest of your time? Like learn an instrument, start a garden? Like,
I think J. Cole said it the best, right? He would say in one of his song lyrics, where this was in a concert that he did a couple years back, the ugliness of success, the beauty and the struggle, right? He would say, like, a lot of people, even though they made it, they're retired, they got all the money they want, they still want to clock in a few hours working, right? They want to feel a bit useful in their life. A lot of retired people face the same thing, right? Because once they're retired, they don't have a routine anymore. The routine used to be working every day. So what they do is, they pick up a few work routines just to keep them feeling, stimulated, to feel that they're having some fulfillment in life, right? A lot of people forget work ain't just about making money. It's not just about paying the bills. It's about having a sense of fulfillment because you are part of a society. And if you feel you're engaging in something that's beneficial to society, that's what people want. In fact, I believe DJ Khaled, his mother, who is way retired, has way enough money to live out for the rest of her life, still works day to day at some kind of job just to provide some kind of fulfillment. So, what she's saying might seem kind of weird, might seem kind of off, but a lot of people feel the same way when they reach a level of success that could be returned retirement money.
no, you should be working. Everyone on TikTok.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so this was her video. I think it might be a little bit satirical, a little bit of that programmer humor. I don't know what she was eating. It was kind of it's like a date. I'm not saying I would go on a date with her, but it looks like a date, the fruit, but cool video. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, put a like and subscribe. Put a comment below if you got something to say about it. I'll see y'all next time.